Hello and welcome back to Curbstomp City and another episode of ECW Lives on TEW 2016. And today I'm bringing you something a bit different. There's going to be no shows on this one, but we're going to basically look around to see what's been happening in the game world, which is something we wouldn't usually show on the episodes. So we're going to start with the Power 500, which is the list of the best wrestlers in the world. So according to this, Kenta Kobashi is the best in the world, and he's actually on a pay-per-appearance deal. But we wouldn't be able to sign him at the minute unless we got a deal with Noah. But yeah, 34, so he's actually quite a good age as well. Followed by The Rock. He's still with the WWF, of course, on a written deal. In third, we've got Chris Jericho, then Eddie Guerrero, Mitsuharu Misawa in fifth. Hopefully I said that right. Rey Mysterio Jr. in sixth, who is at WWF as well. We were going to sign him at one point, but he chose WWF on a written deal. Kurt Angle's at number 7, Chris Benoit awkwardly at number 8, number 9 Jushin Liger, and Steve Austin's at number 10. So even following his neck injury, he's still highly rated on this game. Got Great Muta, who's actually been working with us quite recently in that tag tournament with Tajiri. Triple H is in at number 12. El Hijo del Santo is at 13. Negro Casa is at 14. And The Undertaker's at 15. Dr. Wagner Jr. at 16. Kensuke Sasaki at 17. Let's see if we can get him. No, he's in New Japan. Scott Hall's at 18. I'm pretty sure he's available. Malno is at New Japan. Fair enough. I'm going to shortlist him actually, if we haven't already. We've got Juventud Guerrera, who is signed with us. But yeah, in 20 we've got Jun Akiyami and Masahiro Chono in 21, and Atlantis, who I looked at getting at one point. I think it was for Global Glory. I didn't end up getting him in the end. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was for Super Lucha. I was going to bring him in on a loan, but it was too much in the end. But yeah, we're not going to go through every single one of these. But yeah, there's the top 22, just for your information. The most popular wrestler is The Rock, followed by Steve Austin, Hogan, Triple H, Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Mick Foley, Booker T, Chris Jericho. Booker T needs a photo. And Kane, Paul White, Scott Steiner, Diamond Dallas Page, Kevin Nash, The Ultimate Warrior, Scott Hall, Sid Vicious, Taz, Eddie Guerrero, Christian Cage, Stacy Keibler, and Matt Hardy. So let's see where Jeff is. Jeff's at 25, so Matt's actually more popular than him at the minute, which is surprising. Jeff's always generally been the most popular out of the two. So we're going to look at the WWF Champions next up. I believe they've actually got all the WCW championships as well at the moment. So WCW Cruiserweight Champion is Billy Kidman. The United States Champion is X-Pac. The World Heavyweight Champion is Booker T. And Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire are the WCW Tag Champions. WWF European Champion is Matt Hardy. K-Quick is the Hardcore Champion. He hasn't actually made any defenses yet. It was Jake Roberts at one point, which is cool. The Intercontinental Champion Steven Richards, who won it off Triple H. Triple H won it off Jeff. The King of the Ring was Kane. So this looks like it's going to be running yearly still. And yeah, so Kane has actually won it, and that was the AI that booked that, which was the first one booked by the AI. And the Light Heavyweight Champion is Disco Inferno Glenn Gilberti. So that's an interesting choice. Jacqueline is the Women's Champion. The WWF Champion is Steve Austin, of course it is. Who else? And the World Tag Team Champion of the WWF is the Hardy Boys, who won it off Austin and Triple H, the Power Trip, who won it off the Brothers of Destruction. So yeah, Hardy Boys are the tag champions, and Matt Hardy is the European champion. So they're doing well in the WWF. So let's look at their best events. So they've actually got A's regularly, which is what we need to be aiming for. And SmackDown is their best, joint with Raw. So this is quite recent, this SmackDown. And the best match they've had, I assume this is when it was on that last match. So they've got an A-star, The Rock versus The Big Show. They've got quite a few A-stars, to be fair. The Rock's in there quite a few times. Triple H, Booker T and Chris Jericho. That's interesting. Hogan, Rock on SmackDown. So yeah, the AI on this game, I wouldn't say it's the best when it's booking WWE or WWF. They sort of give away big matches on SmackDown. So they've given away Austin Hogan on SmackDown. So yeah, definitely that's something that needs to be worked on in terms of the game, is saving the big matches for the pay-per-views. But that would be quite difficult to code, I'd imagine. The Hall of Fame is Booker T and Stevie Ray, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and Stevie Ray on his own. So he's done a Ric Flair and he's in the Hall of Fame twice, which is strange. WWF again, just quickly, to see what their best pay-per-views been in terms of buy rates. So they've actually getting 8.67s. So I don't think we're quite getting 2s just yet. So this is just a bit of a perspective of what we need to be aiming for to be the best. So yeah, we want to be getting around 8s eventually, if that's going to be possible in the end. But yeah, Royal Rumble drew the most. WrestleMania was the third. Judgment Day was the second. So yeah. So it looks like WrestleMania only got a B, which is interesting. So we're not been far off WrestleMania so far. We'll have another look at our creative meeting while we're here. Vampiro, Rhino, Jeff Jarrett, Minoru Tanaka, and Just Incredible take up the franchise players. So Minoru Tanaka is really using his push well, and he's getting over, which is good to see. So yeah, I wasn't actually expecting to see him on there. Next big things: John Cena, Samoa Joe, Taka, and Felon. Hot prospects is Juventud Guerrera, Chris Hero, Felon, AJ Styles, and Kenta. Paul Heyman, John Cena, CM Punk, Rhino, and Vampiro are talk the talk. Showstoppers is Jushin Liger, Vampiro, Juventud Guerrera, Minoru Tanaka, and CM Punk. Ring Generals, Jushin Liger, Juventud Guerrera, Taka, Jeff Jarrett, and Minoru Tanaka. So yeah, Minoru Tanaka is looking like a future ECW champion as it is, and he's really making the most of what he's being given. And the crowd are taken to him, which is good to see. So for Who's Not, Rhino, Joe, Credible, Styles, Punk. Who's Not, Super Crazy, Thrasher, Kaz Hayashi, Jushin Liger, and Tajiri. Time declines, so no one's actually getting old. Look at Hidden Gems. We've got Ken Anderson, Michelle Starr, Christopher Nowinski, Teddy Hart, and Matt Striker. And we're going to actually just end with the company wars. So WWF are top, obviously still. New Japan are in second. We are in third after we've been sort of swapping between fifth and third. But hopefully we can solidify that in the next coming months. We are actually 8 months in now. We're in August. So yeah, the series has been going on. I think this is the longest series I've ever had. So yeah, but hopefully you're invested in it. I'm hoping to do a few years at least before the series ends. So yeah, we're nowhere near finishing yet. And there's a lot of talent that I want to sort of push to become stars in America. So them are mainly AJ Styles, CM Punk, and Minoru Tanaka, the main ones. Samoa Joe as well, I think. I just want to quickly look at Joe's popularity. So he's actually done really well at getting over. The same with Punk. Joe is actually more over than Punk, to be honest. But yeah, E pluses could be better. But yeah, he's doing quite well. And finally, Minoru Tanaka, his progress has been really, really good. Let's check out his overness in Japan as well. So yeah, he's really over in Japan as well. So he's definitely someone that we need to be tying down on a written deal if we can. Hopefully he's not loyal to New Japan. Although he's going to cost quite a bit of money now. We really should have been doing that earlier on. But yeah, he doesn't want to leave New Japan anyway, so hopefully they let him go, which I can't see happening. But I don't think New Japan can sign him on a written because of a deal we've got anyway. But yeah, we're going to have to see how that goes. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little bit of a scoop in behind the goings on in the world of ECW Lives and the stuff we wouldn't really look at usually, especially with WWF. But if you've enjoyed the episode, hit the like button and subscribe for the next ECW Lives episode, which will be the first revolt that's following Heatwave. And if you haven't seen Heatwave, go back and watch that. And yeah, subscribe for more TEW 2016 and general wrestling content. Until next time.